We are particularly pleased to have Mike Lee of Santander with us today. And as I noted, Mike is Managing Director and Head of Commercial Real Estate and Vehicle Financing at Santander. He is a distinguished veteran of the financial service industry. He has been a consummate supporter and champion of the Chamber's work and is always there, ready to say yes whenever we need him and his team, particularly on the economic development front. So I want to thank you publicly, Mike, for the partnership and supporting the Governor's Business Attraction Campaign and all of the other projects that we work on together. Mike is also a member of the Greater Providence Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, so it's a real privilege to be able to introduce you today to Mike Lee. Mike.
Well, good morning. Thank you, Laurie, and let me add my welcome to Governor Raimondo, to all of our elected officials, to all of the members of the Chamber, and of course, members of the business community. Santander is delighted with our long-standing relationship and partnership with the Chamber and the opportunity to host this event. Governor, I believe this is now the third time that you've joined us. I think there was one year where we had a freak snowstorm and it took you into a more important duty, but we appreciate your contributions. So last year we heard about several projects from our panelists. I thought what I'd do is give a brief update on some of those initiatives. I believe Kelly Coates from the Carpinell organization is going to join us this morning. Kelly told us about an exciting innovation that his team was embarking on. They bought the Benny's stores. And I'm pleased to say that he's actively been repurposing those stores, and we see those initiatives underway in the community today. Also, we heard from Jim Caron. Jim was a panelist who talked about some of the initiatives that he was working on, one of which is a couple of blocks down the road with the Homeland Suites, which is now open. So again, I want to acknowledge the efforts and some of the outcomes from the panelists that we heard about last year. This forum allows leaders from business, education, healthcare, government, and our communities to discuss the issues and opportunities ahead of us and to collaborate on developing the best path towards economic growth in our state. Over the years, we've explored the economic challenges and opportunities that we face. We'll do so again this morning with the aid of our esteemed panelists. I do manage, as Laurie said, 4 businesses for our company. It's about $20 billion in assets, and it takes me into many states and cities. And the observation I would make, and I'll admit to being biased, I'm a native of Providence and a lifelong resident of Rhode Island, but we have terrific opportunity and potential here. I think there are unlimited benefits and attractiveness for us to be successful. So what are some of those enablers? I took a list and worked to just jot down what I think are the key components. We'll also hear from the governor, and I think on most of these you'll see her success in initiatives in trying to address many of these enablers. The first one I'll start with is a well-trained, well-educated workforce. We're fortunate here to have an abundance of top educational institutions and comprehensive workforce training. I think having that continuous incubator for great talent gives Providence and Rhode Island a competitive advantage when we look at our neighboring communities and states. Also, a predictable business environment. Governor, you and your current administration have updated Rhode Island's regulatory tax policies. You've removed red tape to create better and more competitive environment, and you've established a pathway for companies to be successful here. Available and affordable housing. The availability and opportunities for affordable housing in Rhode Island, when you compare it to other major cities in the Northeast like Boston and New York, it's important, especially for young people who are just leaving college and transitioning to become financially independent. Transportation and infrastructure. If you think about commute times, mass transit, rail, air, all important to businesses. When you consider the traffic congestion of some of Rhode Island's competing surrounding areas, we enjoy a competitive advantage when it comes to transportation and commute times. And of course, we're all aware of the governor's efforts and initiatives to build and address our infrastructure challenges. Specific to rail, Providence remains a regional hub. It's on the Northeast Amtrak corridor. In addition, we have commuter service that takes us into Boston. And 2 years ago, we heard from Iftikhar. He brought his vision for expanding direct travel in and out of TF Green. And today we see that those initiatives are a reality. So this morning we'll be spending time to discuss innovation with all of the panelists, and we've thought about the innovation hubs that are expected to create hundreds of jobs throughout the state. And we also believe that data analytics and digital transformation are the jobs of the future. So from the perspective of the theme, look forward to hearing from the panelists. In addition to the enablers I discussed, I also believe that a strong public partnership is another key to successful outcomes. Governor, again, your leadership and support for a fair, pro-business agenda with a focus on growing the economy and supporting business development is important, as it helps businesses encourage job growth and also industries that will be successful and, at the same time, a great place to raise our families. On behalf of my colleagues here today, I'm proud to say that Santander's commitment to Rhode Island remains strong and has grown since the governor took office. Today we have nearly 1,200 team members, up almost 200 from 3 years ago. We're pleased to work in our great state. We take a lot of pride in supporting communities through the local nonprofits where we live and work. So I look forward to hearing more today from our distinguished speakers and panel of guests. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for investing in Rhode Island and working every day to help make our state a better place. So thank you.